The Baltimore Declaration of 1917 was built on air, and a foundation had to be laid for it through exacting work each day, every hour, these last 10 years. I remember opening the newspapers thinking, whence will come the next blow? I tremble lest the British government would call me and ask, tell us, what is this Zionist organization? Where are they, your Zionists? For these people think differently than we do. The Jews they knew were against us. We stood alone, a little island, a tiny group of Jews. Well, maybe that's true, what he said. A great deal of educational work was necessary. An eminent official of the Colonial Office was present. We talked a great deal about the difficulties in Palestine. If you ladies and gentlemen believe that we can make light of these things in an optimistic elation at the bottom of page 581, and if you say there are Arabs, but we must get rid of them, there is Britain, but we must force it, then you may be playing the part of a contrabass in an orchestra that will never make a song. Of this I'm firmly convinced. I do not accuse the opposition of insincerity, nor do I think they wish to do harm, but I'm convinced they do not know this world. Well, and then he tells a Yiddish proverb about the Maggid and the Yeshiva Bucher and the Moshel and so on. You see the Arabs in the middle of page 582 emerged from this war with 3 states in their hands and with a kingdom that stretches from the Euphrates to the Indian Ocean, and they demanded more. They wanted more, yes. And the article in the Los Angeles Times says that today. And today their king is in exile in Cyprus. Yes, but that's only because the French threw him out, but there's still all these states. And then it occurred to me, a Lithuanian header boy. You see, I'm a poor little boy from the Jewish header. The one that if one grasps too much, one seizes nothing. And according to this maxim, I'm back that I never ask for too much. Just ask for a little. Well, he's noble. I'm not saying he's not a dedicated person. He is, but he's the wrong leader, the wrong time, the wrong place. The leader should have been Jabotinsky or Herzl or any of these people, but not, or even someone like Brandeis, but not him. Anyway, he is the leader. When I came to Paris in 1918, that's during the Versailles Conference, we faced an iron wall. The military administration of Palestine and Downing Street were 500 years apart. In other words, Downing Street is the government, but the military administration was against the Jewish settlement in Palestine. We had either to convince Allenby, if you've seen Lawrence Arabia, he's the British general, or to quarrel with him. And today Allenby is a sincere friend, so we didn't quarrel with him. Balfour and people like that, devoted to our cause, as a result of our slow, systematic, lengthy, always difficult work. The story of our work among the Jews I need not tell you. You know it just as well. We have convinced everybody except the Jews, but we shall finally. So he says the Jews are not responding very well. Well, with Hitler in the wings, I think they'd have responded a little bit quicker, perhaps. And if they had it all ready for them, they might. Listen to this last thing here. We're going to get Jabotinsky's report next time, a reaction to the Palestine Commission. This is sort of like the Baker Commission now. The British sent out a commission to see what they should do with Palestine, and they actually stopped immigration to Palestine after this in 1937. Now, when Jabotinsky appears before this commission, he threatens them. He says, you will not treat us like this. But when Weitzman appears before this commission, he breaks down and cries. This is incredible moments in the history of, well, you guys aren't all particularly interested maybe in the Jewish people, but I see you are, so incredible moments in the history of the Jewish people. Turning points. It's not easy to present a complete and systematic report upon the political situation. I'll try to finish this before you go. Months have to pass before it is possible to take an objective view of the kaleidoscope changes and events. The task is especially hard for those of us, it's always hard, or in the thick of the fight. 584. We are told the mandate. The British got the mandate from the League of Nations. By the way, notice here, 587. Just to show I'm not kidding you. This is one test for our great teacher, Ahad who is with us no longer. It might have been the only one. So you see, Ahad is his great teacher. He makes that plain even if it's not Herzl. He teaches Herzl. Ahad teaches him. See the difference? He admits it. I'm not telling you foolish nonsense. I'm telling you the truth about this. Sad as it may be. We're told the mandate's a complicated document, the mandate from the United Nations. I have my book, Islamic Law in Palestine and Israel. I go through all this stuff in that book. The Palestine Order and Council, the dates of these things. If you're interested, that's a very good description of the development of the legal situation in Palestine under the British after World War I. I recommend it. I worked very hard on it. We're not the authors of the mandate. British statesmen, not the Jewish agency. The Jewish agency was that agency I told you was founded by Herzl to bring about this situation. Still exists. Call up Los Angeles, look up the Jewish agency in the phone book, and there it is. I told one of the people in the class, you want to go to Israel, you want to get in the army there, you start with the Jewish agency. You don't even have to go there, because they'll just run you around from Los Angeles. But you go to Israel, and you'll be able to sort out. But there is a Jewish agency in Los Angeles. They have a department for this kind of thing. Anyway, the practice of many years has proved it complicated. What Jewish affairs are not complicated? The blame lies not on the mandate. Now made a scapegoat, lies with those who should have carried out the mandate calmly, with strength and dignity. The British didn't keep their promises. The Royal Commission now itself suggests that it might have been easier to, at the outset, to proclaim the Jewish state than to carry on the twilight of these 20 years. Well, that's exactly right. The thing might have been carried through with one swing. There was no lack of understanding, even among the Arabs. Emir Faisal, who was cooperating with Lawrence of Arabia, could speak for the Arabs. But now it's the Mufti of Jerusalem, went to Hitler and was instrumental in helping convince him to do the final solution. Because the Mufti of Jerusalem was this horrendous provocateur. His name was Hajj Amin al-Hussein. His descendants are still operating. Yasser Arafat was one of his relatives. And if you study the Mufti of Jerusalem, you'll find out that he actually went to Germany in the Second World War and went around with Hitler's people, Gestapo people, encouraging this to get rid of the Jews before they came to Palestine. People don't know much about that. You can Google all these people. See, Faisal was from Mecca.